Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Susan Bernstein. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Mind Body Mondays. And today I want to talk about anger. We all get angry, and that's what today's presentation is about, and a technique that you can use, a super quick trick to cool anger. Today is about this quick trick to cool your anger. And for those of you who haven't had the pleasure to meet online or in person, I'm Susan Bernstein. I'm an executive coach and leadership consultant. And my mission is to help you master the strategy and psychology to elevate your leadership. You'll find me at drsusanbernstein.com. So let's get right into it. Each week on my Mind Body Mondays, I teach a microshift. And a microshift is a quick mind-body practice that you can use in 5 minutes or less to recover from stress. And as a leader, just a human being, you're probably encountering stress. These are rapid recovery techniques to boost your resilience. And they're self-care techniques that usually no one needs to know you're doing. It's usually undetectable. Today's technique, I'm going to recommend you not do in the middle of a meeting. Definitely don't do this right in front of your manager, your boss. Don't do it in front of anybody you care about. This is one you're going to want to do on your own, and you'll see why in a minute. So getting angry for sure happens, right? Maybe your idea got stolen by a colleague and presented to the boss as though it was theirs. That's kind of a classic one. Or you work on a project for months and months and months, and it's, you slave over it and it gets pulled at the last minute. Or you work on something and you get no credit for it. You get overlooked. Maybe somebody else takes the credit. No fun. So, of course, you're going to get angry because anger is a boundary emotion. It says that it helps us indicate that something we feel very strongly about, a principle that we hold, has been violated. It's like, boom, a boundary has been violated, and it doesn't have to be a physical one. And of course, we're going to get angry with any kind of physical violation of ourselves, but that's not usually what we're talking about in the workplace. So sometimes when we get angry, it's just hard to cool down. You want to spit fire, and I get it. But what I want to do is give you a technique to cool down. So this week's microshift I'm going to share with you today is something called sitali breathing. It's a fancy yogic technique that's super, super helpful. So if you've got anger that's hard to shake, I want you to try this breath. What you're going to do is you're going to curl your tongue. I'll show you in a second. And if you can't curl your tongue, you can try sitkari breathing, which is to inhale through your teeth. You keep your lips parted and your tongue floats just behind the teeth. So you're not pressing your tongue down or against your teeth. It's just kind of right there. So what you're going to do in this technique is to breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose, and do this for 5 minutes. So 1 to 5 minutes. So this isn't something you're going to want to do in front of your boss. Maybe you can do a little sitkari breathing. You hear people do this when they're stressed. Don't do it and crinkle up your nose. What you want to do, I'm going to show you sitali breathing. You can also try sitkari breathing, but you see this? If you can do this and curl your tongue, that's what you're going to do. And you're going to breathe in through that and out through your nose. And what you're going to find is this is really cooling. So, and I'm pulling my tongue in on the exhale. I'm not going to do this for 1 to 5 minutes. I'm not going to do it for very long. But when you do that, you can actually feel yourself getting cooler. And one of the things you can do in this technique is that when you pull your tongue in, you can place it against the roof of your mouth, because your tongue will start getting cooler and cooler. And place it against the roof of your mouth. Now you might say, how in the world is that going to work? Susan, I don't get it. It's confusing to me. I just don't see it. Well, one is that you actually want to try it for yourself. But the other is that, yeah, you can likely notice that you're cooler, and feeling physically cooler can help you to become psychologically cooler, to cool down from whatever has upset you, pissed you off, made you angry. But you can also use imagery to imagine cooling down. So you can imagine, like you're that ice cream in the freezer and you're just cooling down. You can also visualize yourself chilling about whatever the issue is. So, all right, I'm seeing myself in my mind's eye with getting along well with the boss or that coworker who upset me. So I really want to invite you to try out Sitali or Sitkari breathing. And if you like this, I would love if you would go on my YouTube channel and subscribe. You'll see a red subscribe button. That way you're going to get notified anytime that I post a Mind Body Monday or leadership lessons, which I usually post on Wednesdays. You can do that by going to youtube.com/Dr. Susan Bernstein, or if you're watching one of my videos, click on my name, Dr. Susan Bernstein, and subscribe. And if you're at a crossroads with your career and you're wondering what to do next, you're confused, in any place that's a crossroads, maybe you're dealing with difficult people, or you've outgrown or need to grow into your position, or you need to boost your executive presence. These are things that I work with clients on one-on-one as well as organizations. I also do speaking engagements about these things, so you're welcome to contact me about that. You can always email or call me and set up a complimentary consultation. You can reach me at hello@drsusanbernstein.com or call me at 415-508-8250. Just add a 1 internationally. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do and you're watching on YouTube, thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share this with your friends, colleagues, anybody else you know who needs to cool down. See you next week. Bye for now.